Is gravy technically a side or not?
That is a good question. I want to go for it regardless.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I mean, you can't deal with either of those.
No. A group size of 4 is not manageable.
We can't do bigger groups, but we can't do. We can't necessarily. I mean, I can't move enough to do gravy. I'm barely getting the turkey to them in time.
So we need a turkey carcass for that.
Yeah, and you need a hob.
Do we need a hob?
Well, do we need somewhere to cook it?
True. I didn't actually read how to make it, so I might have to. A practice day would be good because then we can at least find out as well if it counts as a side. So we just don't have to worry about it.
Right, honestly, I'm gonna get wellies
Go for it.
so I can ignore the mess.
Expanded bin. Oh, that's much bigger.
Should I get another of those tables as well?
Before you do, can we check if the soup is a side? So if it is, then going back to all metal tables might be worth it.
Let me look it up quickly.
Well, we could just do a practice day.
Well, yeah, but I could just look it up on the wiki.
I'm going to practice how to make it anyway. Just press A.
No.
Oh.
What is it? Turkey gravy. Gravy is what it is.
Yeah, turkey gravy. Is it a side?
Is gravy a side? I don't think a topping is a side.
Okay.
I mean, the equivalent would be when you've got, say, steak, and there's the option for like mushroom sauce.
Yeah, it's not really a side, is it? The side would be chips.
It's a topping, not a side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so the equivalent is actually when it's burgers, putting cheese or onion in a burger.
Yeah.
It's not a side.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
So potentially the table would be useful.
So what do I do? Do that.
Not
fill
that.
Fill a pot with water.
You need the other sink, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need some more counters. Well then, what? Whole onion.
Whole onion, put it in there or on a hob. The advantage of the hob is you could just leave it on the hob because it won't burn.
Will it not? Well, it won't burn in the oven either, but. And then.
Then you need a turkey carcass. So you need a completely used turkey.
Well, with how you're prepping the turkey at the start of the day, that's not too bad. So that goes in there. Cooks again.
Cook it again. And this is why you want the hob, really.
And then we have turkey gravy. Okay.
You'd probably get a couple of portions of that. Oh, you get more than I thought. I suspected it might be like soup and you only got 3, but I just took 3 out and there's still loads in there, so...
Might have to rearrange some of the kitchen.
You'll need the other sink.
Fine. Yeah,
and
I'll grab the other
possibly
sink.
the hob. I would recommend the hob.
I think buying the hob's a good idea.
Doesn't matter that it's not quick.
I think the problem is, where do you want the gravy?
Where it was there was probably the best place for it.
Well, when it's sat on the side, it was here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're going to have to swap the sink and the plates back round.
Yeah, it's not reliable enough at cleaning.
And I'm going to have to put the rug there.
Right. So that goes there. That can go in the middle of the room. So I go pot, water, onion, hob. wait for you to eat a turkey.
And then put that in.
Back in the pan. Okay. Let me go there. Oh, more stress.
Alright, I don't think we're going to manage this.
Do we want to change any of the research stuff, or do we not think we're going to make it to the next day?
I don't think we're going to make it to the next day, honestly, and I don't know what we'd change it with either.
Fair enough. We could have done some stuff. Are you calling in more people?
Yeah, that's not a good idea. We should have bought the table.
Probably. Right. Well, that takes a long time to cook.
There you go. That's a I don't know what bin that is. It could be a compactor bin.
Can I have a turkey carcass, please? Oh, there's mess in my kitchen.
Oh, you do have a hob now. It will happen.
Right, ready for people?
No.
I need to be more prepared in actually bringing the turkey over to you once it's cooked. So
The problem now is I need to be prepared to gravyify.
Yeah, it's not automatable anymore. Right, I'm ready to clean up some food if you need me to. Or clean up some plates. Gonna give you some dirty plates.
Trying. It's still a nightmare to move.
Right, let's not have a fire.
I need a turkey.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just trying not to have a fire going. Do you need a hand serving food? Or
I'm not sure having another person here would help, honestly. I do need more turkey now.
Yep. Have a turkey. Am I trying to stop a fire? If you can grab that last dirty plate, we might die. Okay, there's no queue. We're good. There's no queue.
Won't last.
I know, but we might actually survive the day. Right. How are we doing for gravy? Is that gravy going to last all day?
I have no idea.
I was about to go and help you tidy up a bit, but I'm tidying up for you. This one is really helping. Right, almost there. I think we might survive.
I'm going to need another turkey for the last table.
I can have a nice fresh one. They both want gravy. Is that the last bit of gravy? Still a couple more courses of gravy.
It might be 20 it gives.
That's pretty good.
Some things give 20.
So it'll probably be a couple more days before I have to start making a second batch for one person at the end of the day. Right. Is there a cleaning robot? Smart grabber?
Smart grabber's useful.
A smart grabber for taking dirty plates out? I don't know.
I'm buying one of these tables at least. I should have bought one yesterday.
The tricky thing is, using the smart grabber to take clean plates out of the sink onto the plate stack would mean
I can't reach one of them.
Unless we got two and had the smart grabber coming out here and going into a conveyor belt.
There's your compactor bin.
Thank you. Well, I think
And now I'm going to
definitely.
take the bin out, and I'm going to put the smart grabber in so we can duplicate it.
Yeah, I think copying it we should do.
The problem is we need it to not be researchable, which we can do. If we put it down here, it won't research it, it will just copy it.
Nice, squeeze out. I think that's as much as we can do in preparation.
Then we've got, that's the thingamajiggy, that's the combiner, which I'm still not sure is. I mean, we can use the combiner to help automate the gravy.
We can automate the gravy. We can't automate the water into the pot. So the only thing
there is a way
is...
to, actually.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think it's if you put the pot on the sink and then have a combiner acting on that. The combiner doesn't necessarily need anything in it.
But it interacts with. Okay.
But because it performs the interact action, it works.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it actually difficult for me to do?
No. I'd love to get that finish off these tables so we don't have this shorter patience anymore.
I mean, one more duplication and
Yeah.
you're done. So, will we survive the day? I don't think we're going to get far into overtime.
No. It's going to be a push to make it at all.
Yeah.
There's your carcass.
And there's your replacement turkey. Right. That should be enough gravy to last the day. Probably only barely. Here comes the rush. You've got to hope that they don't want gravy. There we go.
There we go.
Coping serving food.
Just about.
There's another turkey for you.
Take that there.
Might have one more group, but I think we're pretty much there. Are we going to both want gravy? Just
Oh no.
then they get stuck. Spin all the turkey.
Alright, there we go.
We're making a good amount of money each day.
We are. I'm not talking at all because I'm so concentrated.
Ooh, portioner.
A portioner could be useful.
Do we want to try automating stuff for the last day?
Now, the advantage of the portioner, we can auto-plate the turkey.
Yeah.
So I think it would be good. It will encroach into your kitchen a little bit, because the portioner would kind of have to go in the middle of the room.
That's fine. Pretty much everything can be automated now.
You'd have to put the portioner where I'm standing.
Well, we're going to want to get it regardless.
I want to get those 2 tables. And get rid of the metal tables for good.
I'm just thinking of logistics if I can lay stuff out.
Yeah.
So that the portioner has to go there for it to all work.
Actually, the portion's the other way around, the way I think it is. Give me a second.
Oh, it wants to go there like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, like that. So you put the counter there. Of the oven.
Just do
Portion
that.
out of the oven, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking we duplicated the smart grabber, didn't we?
Yeah, that's in the bottom one. Ignore the table.
So I could automate the carcasses going into the bin.
Yes.
Because then all we need to do is have a grabber putting the turkey into the oven, and all I have to do is turn the oven on and off.
Yeah, we've got 2 grabbers.
Yeah.
You don't want to automate the carcass into the bin because you need the first carcass.
I can grab the first carcass.
Or you need to be very on the ball about grabbing it.
Yeah.
There's a smart grabber. We've also got a combiner that's no use to us.
So that's going to go into the bin. And I need to arrange some of this. We could try and do some automating.
Well, that's what I was suggesting with the portioner. If you have the autoplater where the plate stack is now, there's the disadvantage that there's a lot fewer plates on the autoplater.
Yeah, I think for that it might be worth waiting a couple of days till we have some more smart grabbers. Because then we can automate the sink. Because then if we have where the plates are now,
we're now starting to suffer from having
sink.
too few window holes. So we need one for the gravy and one for the turkey and one for the sink. I don't need to be able to see the plates if we're auto-plating, but...
Yeah. If we just get some normal conveyors, we could, in theory, use this door.
Yeah, it's a bit out of the way, and there's a person sits here.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to leave this square of 4.
Right, could we do a practice so I can get the smart grabber set up with the right thing?
Okay.
Because I'm worried that it's just going to take the turkey instantly when I do that.
It is.
Okay. Can't bin a plate.
You're not allowed to dispose of plates. We're able to duplicate plates by putting them in the freezer, but we can't bin them.
So now I have to do that. And that doesn't work.
You can't portion out of a oven, evidently. I can't move this cat, so I am actually... There we go.
Okay. That's a development. Well, at the very least, we could do that so I can get the grabber set up correctly.
But yeah, you're going to have to manually transfer it from an oven to a counter.
That'll take it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, So I'll have to replace the oven with a counter. That'll be fine. We can manage that. Yeah, this is when you start trying to automate stuff and it just breaks everything. Okay, so if I put the turkey on there, in theory it would be fine.
That should work.
Okay.
You just have to make sure to get the first carcass to put in the gravy.
Yeah, but it's just grabbing from there to put into there, so it should be fine.
Yeah, you just have to be on the ball about it.
We'll see.
Let's get this smart grabber.
Yeah, I think a couple of smart grabbers. Maybe some normal grabbers. See, I can grab stuff. Yeah, we'd be able to automate plates fairly easily. I just need to interact to do washing up.
You now can't move plates to the stack.
Correct.
Which is a little awkward.
Not without running around to your side.
How many people have just shown up?
Yeah, I think we're going to lose today, because I can't do the plates anymore. I can wash them up, but I can't do anything else.
Oh no. No. Let me through!
No, you get stuck. Right. I can now do nothing with those plates. Yeah, in a way, it might be worth doing auto plating, because then at least the plate stack's small.
Yeah.
Because I can't do anything with that anyway, so.
I have no plates.
I was cooking up some mess for you. You also have no turkey.
Everyone wants gravy.
Do I need to stop making a second?
No, sorry, no one wants gravy, even.
Oh, that's the opposite of a problem.
Yeah, well, no, but I'd put gravy on a plate, so I was holding a plate with gravy on it.
Ah.
No one wanted gravy.
I've got a full split. There you go. Yeah. Got a bit of a long journey for that.
Get out the way! Literally the other seat would have been preferable.
Okay, end of the day. People that are left are going to be the only people to serve. Okay, everyone's in. We've survived another day.
Right, made it overtime.
That's impressive. I didn't think we were going to.
There we go.
How bad would it be if turkey was where the gravy currently is?
Not terrible.
Because if we were doing it that way, I could swing all the automation around so it's not in my way, so I can reach the plates.
Yeah.
So I can have a look at doing that if you want.